let the sun shine in, baby. There's the sunshine. There's the sun shining. The sun shining. Da, da, da. Boom, baby, boom. Rise. I love touching the sun. It makes me feel like I shine. And you shine too, bro. You shine too. Today we're going to talk about handling rejection. Your boy went to the pool all by himself, and I had some people that weren't so cool. And it was competitive, and maybe I could have been slicker. But there's the times when you go out into the world and people aren't so accepting. They're not so radically inclusive. They're actually separate, clicked up. And this morning I wanted to talk about being yourself, being on your own, and being in your own energy, right? And bringing that energy, because that's what we do every morning for the morning motivation. Feels good to be alive. Feels good to be alive this morning. It's nice, 90 degrees still. I can wear my black shirt, head over egg, baby. Get yourself some Saints Anarchy. Show up the logo. Burp up the breakfast. Go for the morning walk. Spark and park. Walk and smoke. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it a really cool little decisions or whatever, but it's beautiful this morning, you know? I got the whole park to myself, whole dog park to myself. I fucking love this park. I can come here, park and spark. Nobody's gonna fuck with me. I can do my own thing. I can even walk and stretch. Now, in my new energy, we're talking about bravery, you know? Being brave in all situations. There's emotional bravery. There's like a bunch of different things. I screenshot it from my homie. It'd help if I had two phones, but I'll speak louder because it's nice and windy. But man, was it cool to see myself transform myself. So I'm gonna get off this computer, man. I've been designing all night till like 3 o'clock in the morning, 2:30ish, designing psychedelic hoodies to get ready for this weather. This nice weather, because everybody's about to switch up, and I wanted it to work, right? I wanted it to be something that made sense to people. I wanted to be ahead of the curve. I wanted to design, and that's what I do with my time, my downtime. I design, I create, I stay creative. And when I went out yesterday, they kind of all turned their backs on me. It was like a group by the end of the pool, and some people were all clicked up, you know, couples or whatever. There wasn't less but 20, 30 people at the pool. But when I was over there, I was trying to holler, and chick was ratchet as fuck. Just ratchet ass talking about, you need a double up, girl, and I'm a CEO, and I work in corporations. That's what you should do. I'm listening to somebody that only works on themselves since COVID, owns a business, but ain't got no business. I was thinking to myself, if you were really in business, you wouldn't talk that way. Real business people never know when their next opportunity is coming. Real business people have respect on their name. You know what I'm saying? They respect everyone. Now today, I just got off the phone with my backpack connect in New York. And of course, he's a little bit New York. He was like, okay, listen, I'm gonna tell you how it is. So they're trying to get, are you ready to listen? Talking like that. And it was just like, wow, man, you can lose so many customers, friends, and relationships with ego. I have definitely lost to ego. I've been rejected by my ex summarily. Not only did she break up with me, but she also killed my baby. Our baby. I should stop saying in mine. Our baby, in fact. Like, we both made a child, and she was willing to kill a baby inside of her to get rid of me. So I'm in here with the ultimate rejection. Been rejected, not selected. And all of a sudden, maybe we should make a selected over rejected shirt. But that's my point, is that when you're in the world, rejection will happen. You're gonna come up to a beautiful woman and maybe the words don't come out right. I know my anxiety, because I didn't know these people, wasn't as smooth as I delivered it. She was saying, you look Brazilian. I'm like, you don't look Brazilian? I've been to Brazil. Ego. Dropped it like it was hot. And I said, the Brazilians think that the Colombians have the tits in the ass, but the pretty face as well. That went over like a fart in church. Now, obviously, I kind of offended her. She started being exclusatory. But that's what happens with these kind of women. You hang out with those kind of women, talking about, I'm a boss babe, I'm my own business. and I'm talking crazy. I got a mouth on me. And I looked at her, I said, you know, did I say something to offend you or something? No, I just don't like people saying that my mouth goes. And I thought to myself, there you are drinking, your mouth goes, and you're trying to talk about business. And I thought it was such a cliche that somebody that professed to be a professional or a business person was being bougie and fucking, more than that, she was being ratchet. And you're just like, who's gonna do business with you? You were in a corporate setting, you got kids and you're not with them? Like, it's just not impressive. So a lot of people do the talking, but they don't do the action. And that's why I was talking about bravery. My bravery is in my bravado, that I will keep talking to someone, that I can keep my same attitude. Even if people reject me, I keep my own happiness. And also outsmart it. I'm not going alone anymore. It's kind of like going to the movie theaters alone. I'm gonna go with friends, and I got plenty of hot friends. I have plenty of hot, reliable models ready to go. I called them all up, and they were like, when and where? I got psychedelic hoodies dropping. I got maybe like 5 hot chicks on the phone right now. I'm gonna go to the pool with my friends, and I'm gonna be rapidly inclusive. I'm gonna open up my bubble and share with other people. Radical inclusion is what I believe in, because that's what it feels like. If you're going to be the mean girl and the bully and talk shit, people are going to know that about you too. You might have tried to keep Weirdy Beardy away from your group, but you also let everybody know that you're just a bitch. And she even started talking to her friend crazy. She's like, stop, bitch. She's like, don't pet me like a dog. She gave her a hug and she kind of petted her. She's like, don't pet me like a dog. She's like, bitch. I said, bam, cunt. Dude's like, tell her to shut up, man. I do all the time. She got a mouth on her. And it's just like, this is why she's single. This is why she ain't got no kids or access to her kids. You get mouthy. And just like me, I get rejected. Talking about Brazilian girls' butts and tits when I just met these people. Not as slick. At least I've been there and I'm just telling you what they say. You know what I mean? We don't have to take offense. We can take inclusion. We can make people a part of who we are. We can be more human in our experiences. So many people are acting tough. I'm from here, I went to Foothill High School. I went to Boulder City High School. I'm from here too. Now what? Are we just a bunch of Vegas assholes? Las Vegas asshole? That's what it is. Time to make a shirt. Just be rude to people and try to be a drunk, and more like an angry drunk too. So in my experiences of being rejected by women, I know that I'm that much closer to a yes. And if that's the salesman in me or the optimist in me or the shine on me, that's how I feel. I feel like you're just one step closer to yes. Maybe that wasn't your style, but when I went over, the Ukrainian little short petite cocktail waitress was nice to me. She's gonna model for me. I'm looking for that kind of energy. Going around to some people's customers, rejection. I'm at Magic convention or ASD convention. I think it was ASD. Everybody's out there, 30,000 retailers, and I go past the cat, I'm like, ooh. So what's taking me? So let me just get your card real quick. Looks at my print an hour flyer and goes, no, I don't want your service. And I'm like, I'm trying to do business with you. I want your service. You didn't have any service for me. Therefore, you just lost a customer. And that's what we're doing. We're kicking each other away. We're swiping left all the time. We're in a cancel culture. We think it's just so cool to just be unsupportive. Had my girl get a Cats On shirt. She's supposed to be my friend. I met her on Instagram. We met in real life the other day. She was like, hey, I'm going to be in town. She blew it off. Then it was like Cats On shirts. You're not even in town to receive your shirt. You make a video. It's for a whole nother product. You just so happen to wear my shirt, Cats On shirts. No cat in the fucking video. She's doing shots of some fucking new, what do you call, cleansing something. Doing free advertising for them, but wearing my shirt and not holding a cat. She didn't redo the video. She slacked off. And that's what starts to happen is people, especially women, they have no honor, right? They don't have to keep their word. In fact, they don't even have to keep any responsibility. They get less sentences, time-wise in prisons. They get away with shit, especially when it comes to divorces. There's so much things that we do lenient. You don't even have to go to war. You know what I mean? It's just lenient. But what isn't lenient is the way people remember you. If they're going to remember you as super flaky, guess what time it is? And if they're going to remember you as super ratchet, guess what time it is? And all of us have character flaws. That's what I'm talking about this morning. My character flaw is I'm abusive. You know, my dark side, the end of it all is like, I'm very aggressive. You know, I don't like people fucking with me, so I match aggression with aggression. And matter of fact, I even double it down. I try to be the top of the bat. And that's not always worked with people. You know, some people it's like, yeah, that's that push that I need. Some people's like, it's too much sauce. I get it. Sometimes I'm too much for my damn self. Up at 2:30 at night doing hoodie designs so psychedelic hoodies can be ready, rate me out. That's me. I want to get things done. I know that I can die at any moment. And in that moment, I don't want to lose any moments. I don't want to lose any moments on some high school shit. Oh, these are my friends and you can't have new friends. I don't like new friends. Okay, stay exclusive. I'm going to bring my friends here because I actually am local. I got some really hot, cool friends that are inclusive, that don't start shit with strangers and make it awkward and be that girl. Yeah, weirdos. And it made me feel weird. Like I'm the weird one. I'm just out here by myself, man. I'm just talking to strangers because I'm all out here by myself. Now, if I had a bunch of friends, I wouldn't just talk to just them. I talk to everybody, bro. I know what it's like to be alone, and guess what? We're just not alone. Some people, they think they're still in Mean Girls middle school, and they're trying to play the game. Who's more popular? Who's the boss? And I want to play like who can get along. I want to play like what's the vibe? Not who's the boss. What's the vibe? What's your vibe like? Are you the type to make people feel like they are loved? Are you the type to make people feel like they are listened to? And I'm trying to maximize that the most out of myself. It's a spiritual journey, man. It really is. It's in your head. You go, well, this morning, I know I woke up and it wakes me up every morning because I'm like, my baby. You know, I should have had a child. Like, I feel like my baby's crying and I need to wake up. It's a phantom situation. You know, they say you get phantom limb syndrome. I got phantom baby syndrome, where I still think that I'm a father. I'm still nesting. I'm still preparing. I'm jockeying for position. And it wakes me up. Wakes me up early in the morning, like 5, 6, 7 a.m. before anything, like a lightning bolt. And if that wakes you up like a lightning bolt, something in your life that says, hey, man, time for change, time for action, you know, time for you to be who you're supposed to be. And that's where I'm at with this journey of my life and this figuring out rejection. It's not rejection. It's me where I'm not supposed to be. This girl really didn't love me, because if she really loved me, she would have worked on it with me. That's what somebody was telling me. It was something like, real love doesn't have you questioning motives or something like that. Real love doesn't have you getting disrespected, I guess. And real love has that feeling that we're all looking for, that we all know when someone's being sincere. We can all know when we're getting a real compliment. I'm working on my compliment game too. It used to be more judgmental. So then my comment wouldn't be a compliment, it'd be a comment, and it would come out of me sideways. Like the Brazilian butt comment. It wasn't my best work. You know, I just met those people. And this girl just wants to be told that she's absolutely adorable. And I would love to make a photo shoot with her and have her wear my clothes. But then it got weird. Then she kind of spied at my page and was like, oh, her friend got on the reliable models _models Instagram, but she just looked at it. And then she became too hot to try. Churning back, single, but hitting on the dude that's already got a girl. I thought it was all fucked up. I'm sitting in this situation and I go, gotta work on my vibe. Gotta work on my tribe. Gotta work on my approach. I'm talking about things that I can work on. Them, they're gonna act like them. There's plenty of bitches out there. They're gonna act like a bitch. They got the stuck upness and they want people to know about it. This too shall pass. This kind of karma, this kind of treating people any which way, I find out will get you in the end one day. That's why I got rejected. My karma, my character. You know, we can act corporate, but your character will shine out. If you're an espionage type motherfucker, if you're an infighting type person, you'll be sorted out. People will find out what you're about pretty quickly, and who you are shout so loudly they can't even hear you. We're talking beyond words here. We're talking about spirituality realm. You know, the spirit realm. We walked in a group when I was doing the BU seminar, and everybody had to come up to each other's face and say, I trust you, I don't trust you, I don't know. Instant gut reaction. How many people trust you and don't trust you, and what we do in real world. That's what it's about. I go. San Gennaro's feast starts today. It's going to be beautiful, right? And they hit me up. They didn't hit me up. I stopped there. I was like, there's going to be a bunch of vendors here, bro. There's going to be a bunch of people, and they're going to need some last minute print for this event. Let me pull in. The lady just kind of stare at me. It's too cute, dogs. She just kind of stares at me. I'm like, are you going to open up the window? I should have knocked on the back door. I'm like, where are these people at? Anyway, she slides it open, and I go, hi, I'm with Print an Hour. I know you guys got a bunch of vendors for the thing. Any last minute print? Let me do this. She goes, do you do posters? I'm like, yeah, I do posters all the time. Oh, no, do you do lamination? I'm like, yeah, we do lamination all the time. Oh, cool. Well, I got these posters. I need them laminated. And she's like, okay. I'm like, well, how big are the posters? She's like, this and this. She shows me her hands, and I'm like, yeah, but I need dimensions. Can you email me the artwork? Well, they're just this and this. And I said, ma'am, we go by dimensions. And she goes, yeah, but they're already made. I don't know the dimensions. Can you cover them? And I'm like, I'm confused. Normally, we don't take outside work. We print them and label them there. She's like, okay, I'll go find someone else. And in that attitude, I'm like, okay, go ahead, find someone else. I'm the only someone else that showed up and was talking to her. It's the day off. There's no one in line. You need a service, I provide a service. And instead of communicating, she'd rather argue. And my character flaw is that I haven't learned how to unargue. You know, all I do is double down and win the argument. Well, I lose friends. I lose the war. Just to win a battle, I'll lose the war. To what is it called? Bite off your nose to spite your face. I have done that many times. Mistake master, man. Many times saying more than I should, not listening properly, and overstepping my bounds. There's one thing to push yourself, you know. I've been pushing myself, and I don't really think there's such things as overstepping my bounds. But there is some things as arguing too much, being too ratchet, as I'm judging her. I'm looking at myself. She's like, I just don't like the way you talk. So I'm going to be a bitch to you. And that's what just happened. Fucking feisty. She started wrestling around with the dude and shit. It's too much. I think she even said she went to boxing class. It's too much. I go to boxing classes. I lift weights for facts. As soon as I get too muscular, everybody's shoulder checking me. Everybody wants to wrestle all of a sudden. It's one of those. We can be too much. And we also can be not enough. We can be bright. We can be shadow. We can be both things. The dichotomy is real. You can be normal, then you can be sexual. Each one of us is what I'm looking at. Each one of those things, I'm gonna make a sexual over normal shirt too. Each one of those things pushes us in a direction that's either our character or an adventure. And that's where I'm looking at things now. It's an adventure to talk to people. It's an adventure to be rejected. You made me one step closer to my yes. I kept telling myself, one step closer to a yes. One step closer to a yes. Talk to 25 women. 16, go fuck yourself. 6, here's my number. 2, I got a buzz. And 1, I'm meeting later. That's the one I need to know. Yes, thank you. Get me closer to cooler people. Push me in zones. Everybody was being super bitch face. I don't know if you've ever been in these situations where everybody's just super self-conscious. They put up their egos and they act like assholes. I don't know if you know this, but I live in Las Vegas. It happens often. Everybody's clicked up. Everybody's too cool for school. Nobody's even smiling. Unless they're hella drinking, then they're fake smiling with their fake relationships. These girls are trying to go to the gym later, and these guys and those girls are trying to get them drunk. The miscommunication is real. I just wanted to go by the pool. Now that I go, all my friends are like, yo, what? No invite? Where's the heads up? It's like, let's go. Let's crash some pools. Let's act a fool. Let's go be something different. Let's go do something different. And that's what I'm doing with my energy. I'm testing it. You think she's beautiful? Say so. Don't hold it in no more. Don't be scared. No fear. Business-wise. You want a psychedelichoodies.com? Well, get designing, boy. And that's exactly what I did. 2:30 in the morning, I designed maybe, 30 different, 20 different, maybe 20 different all-over print hoodies. They're going to be sick. Get these websites up. Get this advertising up. Make this a reality. I want to live in a reality. And I want you to live in it with me, where you are the brave one in your story. You are the one that initiated this change. I'm sitting on the opposite side of 10, 12, 15 years of hard work, my whole life of hard work, and even still, it's not enough. I'm up to 2:30 in the morning, getting it. Now I'm back up at 7:30. What's that? Yeah, that's only 5 hours of sleep, bro. But I feel great, and I need to exercise. Need to walk off the demons, walk off the anxiety, walk off the energy. But this kind of energy multiplies. This is that energy that I've been talking about. That where am I in myself? Am I the type of person that takes rejection as failure and that's the end? Or am I the type of person that takes failure and knows that that's the secret herbs and spices that's part of the recipe? That's the secret herbs and spices. I think KFC actually, I don't know if you heard this in the news or not, but I think KFC leaked their secret herbs and spices. Not like they don't know, it's just salt, pepper, and some paprika. Anyway, my point is that, right? Secret herbs and spices. What's your secret herbs and spice, man? What's your secret fucking mix that makes you who you are? And what can you add to it or take away from it so there's a better version of you out there? That's what I'm about. I'm about betterment. I used to be about competition. Cuss them all, kill them all. Fuck it. Team kill everyone. But then I'm on some, I need some of y'all later. If I Hulk smash you, you won't exist when I need you. It's kind of like the missiles. Sure, you can have a lot of missiles, Russia, but you've been shooting them at Ukraine. Now you're depleted. God forbid that there's a retaliation. Now there's a counteroffensive. You're out of energy. That's what it's about. When people see, there's something like a violent ballet or something, when they see MMA or boxing or fighting in general, what you're seeing is a war of attrition. What you're seeing is energy levels. It's hard to do high output work for 25 minutes straight. Most of us work 8 hours a day, but we're sitting at a computer. We're being lazy. We're not challenged. We're not having no fear. We have nothing to fight for. We're not in uncomfortable situations. So I put myself in a comfortable situation so I can learn more stuff about myself. Now I know what to do next time. I'm going to tell that girl, you're absolutely gorgeous, and I hope that you model for me one day. What's your name? Boom. That's it, man. I'm working on it. I didn't know I was scared to even talk to beautiful women. I knew that, but I didn't know I was afraid to give a compliment. Like, I'm always giving competition. I'm always giving snarky. I'm always giving, what's the one? Sassy? You know, I'm always being sassy. I'm being flippant instead of being nice. I guess I don't know how. Whatever comes out of my mouth isn't exactly what I wish it to be. And because I put myself in a comfortable situation, I'm learning how to be. I'm relearning how to be. I was like, oh, that's where I made that mistake. Oh, I offended the mother hen, the head lioness. You know, I tried to butt in and I didn't work. So they butted out and then they turned their back. Then they were on their phones. Then they were talking to some other boy. They're going to get it from wherever. Here's a single boy that wants to have kids. She was talking about wanting to have children. We're both too ready to meet adults. And instead, her best friend's holding her between her legs, talking to another dude on the phone, keeping her single. The other chick's keeping her single. Work on your life, girl. Work on your life. Double down. Flip that shit. What? Like, here's a young 24, 25-year-old girl from Cuba. All she has is her body and her hard work. And you got Tweedledee drinking and Tweedledum telling you about her ratchet ass, and both of them keeping you single. Both of them are keeping you protected, kind of like mother hens, and keeping you away. Now, that's always going to happen in humans. We're all going to hippopotamus or elephant out, butt out, and try to protect our friends. Or we could be radically inclusive. That's the tedious thing. That's the thing that's going to be shaking things. This is the reason your boy, rest in peace, Tony Shea, was talking about these serendipitous bump-ins. You don't know who you're talking to. You don't know who you're about to bump into, and if you'll see him again. And I used to act the same way. I'm never going to see you again. I'm going to just be an asshole. And now I got that vibe. Now everybody's acting weird, and the vibe was all off. So to level up, to handle rejection better, to smile in the face of adversity, to welcome fear. And I was hearing Mike Tyson say, fear is my motherfucking man. He's like, fear is my friend. Fear will make me do things that I wouldn't do in the end. Now, some people, they use fear in the wrong way. They use it as a destructive force. They literally say that kind of shit. They get a destructive force. And then they go things that are like mean. And that was coming through me too. The shadow side, this mean. And your response rate is negative. And you do things abruptly. And now I'm sitting on I'm not mad anymore. Well, I can still be angry inside things that would happen, but my responses don't have to be such. I can work on this character flaw. When you know it, it helps. When I'm out of my narcissism, I do care about people deeply. I am saddened extremely by situations that I could have done better, but I'm also, that being said, this beautiful butterfly just flying here. Do you see that? I'm gonna go nice and slow. You see that butterfly? There you go. Look at that. Oh my God, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Yes, you're gorgeous. Enjoy life. On this level. Yeah, get all that flower. Get all that flower. On this level, here's a yellow one too, and an orange one. Oh man, that was amazing. I want to stay in that kind of amazement. That's where the gold is. I'm learning that from all these pickup artists and these men coaches or whatever. It's your vibe. That's the thing to work on. Your vibe attracts your tribe. And I got to work on my vibe, man. I've been pushing people way too long. I'm almost rejecting myself. I haven't been very accepting of myself. What do you really deserve? Do you deserve that, beautiful woman? Do you deserve to have new friends? Do you deserve to be there? And being in that moment, in that element, by the pool. I worked my ass off my whole life going to school and working long hours. It's about time I started to enjoy some pool time. It's about time I started treating myself right and stopped beating myself up. That's been my whole life. Just as long as I keep whipping myself into shape, I'm not talking about that kind of whip no more, bro. That is not this kind of motivation. I'm not doing push-ups in front of you and burpees and shit. We can do it. I do my pull-ups and stuff, but my shoulder's feeling weird. But did it yesterday. There's certain things we can do to better ourselves and our environments, and that's all I'm talking about. I'm trying to leverage it because there's everybody's out there that doesn't want to be depressed. Nobody wants to go hungry. Nobody wants bullshit. Nobody wants stress, and I'm with you on it. So these are the things. Get some appreciation. Get your attitude of gratitude up. Get your vibe up. Don't take yourself so seriously. Half the world isn't even fucking watching. I was just in a huge public place by myself. We're so self-conscious. I'm the first to admit it. And in our self-consciousness, we drive other people away. We keep putting on our ego face and saying, oh, hey, this is who I am, when we know we're so much better than that. We're more than our fear. How about that? We're more than our fear. And that's something amazing, isn't it? We're like the life in those butterflies, man. We're this beauty of energy that needs to be matched. Masculine needs to be rebirthed by the woman, and the woman needs the man to give birth. And that's your morning marijuana motivation. All my heart from Starship with Marky Saint. Make sure you fucking like, share, and subscribe, and comment below. And as always, peace. Peace and love. And Chigatan. That means goodbye, but not forever in Phoenix. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. Ciao. Bello. Beijos. Peace.